It's a topic resonating for parents, students, teachers, and schools everywhere. What to do with cell phones in schools. KELOLAND's Dan Santella gives us a closer look at what the Gettysburg School District has decided to do in putting the phones away.
The Gettysburg School District saw a trend and made a decision.
That's what today's culture is. You are dependent upon your cell phones, and when you're educating kids, we don't need those distractions.
Well, before this year, it was basically we don't want to see it, we don't want to hear it, as long as it's out of sight, out of mind, and we can focus on class. That's what matters.
But now, middle schoolers and high schoolers lock up their cell phones during the school day in these pouches. Here, junior Jalen Stanley demonstrates how the pouch is locked. Magnets like this one unlock the pouch. Superintendent Amber Michelson says it's a welcomed change.
Really, it's been a very positive response in our local community. I think, most of our parents and even the students realize it's definitely, I think they're feeling a little bit of relief, honestly, that they can just focus on one thing and they don't have to be trying to be overstimulated and multitasking all the time.
The kids, I don't think, realized how much their phones were distracting them during school.
Middle school math teacher Christy Saltzman, who also teaches PE for younger grades, strongly supports the move.
I love the cell phone policy. The kids are so much more focused in the classroom. They're not worried about their phone going off and buzzing and who's messaging me.
You'll find a similar review from Sarah McClure, who teaches ag to middle and high schoolers. She'd like the policy to extend well beyond this small community.
I highly support it. It should definitely be a policy that happens at every school. The kids, they have enhanced engagement, more face-to-face communication. As much as they might complain about it ahead of time, they're really not bothered by it. And I just see a positive difference.
Any feedback that I've had from our students has been that, hey, I actually got my homework done, and I kind of hate to admit it, but it was actually probably because I wasn't tempted to check my phone all the time and things like that. And so I'm impressed with our students. I'm not surprised. We have great kids, we have great families.
Phones can become unlocked if it's for an educational purpose with the teacher's blessing. But here in Gettysburg, the educational strategy is clear. Phones are on the sideline.
I just love going through the halls and seeing the kids converse rather than on their cell phones or have their earbuds in and not listening to anybody. So just that part of it with the high schoolers is so much better.
We are teaching them to be responsible by showing them that boundaries are good, turning it off is okay, that you will survive and you actually can be more efficient with your homework.
In Gettysburg, South Dakota, Dan Santella, KELOLAND News.
We spoke with several students in Gettysburg to learn about what they have to say about the new cell phone policy. You'll hear from them in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND at 10.